welcome to another week of the SoReal Sports Podcast with your host, the CEO slash owner, SoReal Studios LLC, Lamar SoReal, and my partner in crime all the time, Reggie Walker. What's going on, man? How was your weekend?
It's pretty cool, man. Got a new position at work, so I wasn't able to.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, got the lead position, so I got 14 people working under me now. So I'm pretty much the one making decisions. So balancing that and all these sports, it's gonna be challenging, but I believe I can handle it.
Yeah, of course you can handle it, man. You're Reggie Walker.
Of
Who else
course I
could
am.
handle
The one and only.
it? You want the only. That, oh my goodness. Yeah. Let's
How about yourself?
well, pretty good. It was pretty good. Really been working on my skit, trying to get that together. Had a little bit of a delay because I actually wants to get a new fresh cut before I do some more skits. I want to change my appearance, get my hair cut. It's been a while, so yeah.
I choose not to comment on that at this point in time.
It's all right. I tried shaving. I can't do it, man. I'm sorry. I just can't shave. I can't shave right. All I can do is just decide and then try to get this little part and then get underneath my chin.
That's all you really
When
need to
I
do.
get to the mustache and this part, I'm done. I'm done. I don't know what to do. I'm confused. But
Well,
yeah, besides that, man, everything been kosher. Everything been good. Especially these picks that I made this weekend. Yeah. We can get talking about them. We can start talking about them. First, UFC pick. UFC. So we only
yeah,
mentioned five on Friday, but I did put in on the YouTube channel, So Real Studios. If you've seen that, the actual six picks that we made. So I was able to put the extra match in, and we can talk about all 60 since I was able to do that. Start with the first one rematch between Megamed Ankliff and Ion Celeber. Reggie picked Ion. I picked Megamed, and Megamed won.
yeah.
Knockout,
Fir-
first
First
round.
round. First round. Yep.
Again. He knocked him out last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Um, I just really believed more out of Kudabella, even though we didn't get a chance to talk about it on the previous podcast. It's just that I felt that he would, be able to come back. Obviously, this is no matchup. This was like a game for us to watch. Even though I'll go ahead and say I did not was not able to watch it because of my new position.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and trying to get to the casino to make these football bets that I did not cash out on at all. Everything went left, but we'll get to that later on. Back to UFC. This even though I wasn't able to watch it, I saw that I ended up making some pretty bad picks. But overall, I'll do better next time. I guess I'll say that much.
Yep. I mean, I guess that's what you can say.
I guess. Other than that, uh, good fight for was- what did you call him? I don't want to say his name different from what you said.
Megamed
Mega Med. Okay.
Ankliff.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Kudos out to him for winning. So
I just figured he was gonna do the same thing he did last time because he dominated the first time they fought, and he proved it once again when he dominated the second time.
indeed he did.
All right, women's bout between Lauren Murphy and Lilia Shekarova, and you had Lauren Murphy. I had Lilia, Liliaya. Shakarova, and I was wrong. Lauren Murphy won in the second round with submission.
Well, I mean, what are your thoughts on you losing?
Well, um, out of all the ones that I picked, this the one that I was kind of confused on, and this the one that I was going back and forth with. But I mean, at first, I mean, the first round was pretty good. First round wasn't really dominant, but she did end up getting caught in that submission in the second round, and that pretty much done it. You cannot get caught. Once you get caught in the ground, it's over with. It is over with, especially for a submission specialist like Lauren Murphy.
I agree. I completely agree. And based on their styles, I just felt like that Lauren would have the advantage in this one. I
Mm.
haven't really seen too much of Lilia, so
Yeah, I
you know,
mean,
yeah,
it was her debut, so she made a few mistakes, and that what cost her. That's pretty much what cost her.
yeah.
All right, next bout. Next bout was between Jacob Malkoon and Philip Halls. You said that Jacob Malkoon was gonna do it quick in the second round.
Yep.
Yep, it was pretty quick. Philip Halls knocked his ass out in the first round.
Yep.
18 seconds into the first round.
Yep. Yep. And to
Dude
be
didn't even
honest,
draw a punch.
to to be honest, and I'm gonna send this to you later on so you could possibly post it on the thing. I actually had Philip Halls. Then I went back and said, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna pick him. As a matter of fact, I have an X like on my paper like right now of where I actually marked it out at. I'm gonna send it to you so you can post it if you want to. But I just went with the underdog to be honest in this one. So that's my explanation on that one only. I
Mm,
had Philip House. I had him. I did. I really did. It was like a last minute. You know what? I like the underdog.
mm. And it cost
Yeah,
you. It
it did.
definitely cost you. Because he finished
It did.
him real quick. Wasn't even fair. Wasn't
Yeah.
even fair.
Uh, yeah. Another one happened like that as well.
I hate this kicker. All right, next next bout was between Alexander Volkov and Walt Harris. You believed in Walt Harris. I
Yep.
believed in Alexander Volkov,
The veteran.
the veteran, and the veteran won in the second round via knockout. TKO.
Yeah.
He looked
Um.
good.
Yeah. He did. He did. I you know, Walt Harris had a pretty decent career so far. I like him. I like his style.
Hmm.
I didn't expect this out of him, especially the way it came from that TKO. So I just felt like was it ultimately he lost. I can try to push the issue a little bit with the decision, but ultimately he got whooped.
Yeah, yeah, he really did. He really did. I believe this was the second strongest pick that I had throughout all my picks. I just feel like that Volkov was going to find a way to win and show his true veteranship in
Yeah,
that fight, and he definitely did that. Definitely
I
proved
mean
himself.
I mean 31 8-0 or 32 8-0 now is
Hmm.
yeah. I mean yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
kind of
good.
hard. It's kind of hard to go against something like that. It was just my decision at the last moment again.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. All right, next fight between Robert Whitaker and Jared Cannonier. You went with Jared. You decided to skip Cage, and you said you went to Jared. I said, give me the vet, Robert Whitaker. He got something to prove. And he did that. He proved himself.
Yeah,
Unanimously, he won that fight.
yeah,
And it looked
yeah.
unanimously.
It
He
did.
was dominating that, all day. He was.
Yeah. Actually, I expected a little bit more out of Jerry. He looked winded, man. He looked like
He
he just
did.
yeah, he couldn't compete at all. I didn't like what I saw out of him in this fight at all versus the other fights that he's had. I mean, he's been pretty impressive. He's 3-5 in his last five. So you know, those odds are pretty good, and the fact that he won he come off victory. So I mean, he looked good. It's been a while since he's fought, but I mean, I thought that this was a pretty good matchup. I felt that ultimately he just looked like he was not into this fight at all. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was I don't know. Maybe something going on in his head. Maybe he got something, going on outside that he's dealing with personally. I don't know. He just seemed like he wasn't into this fight like he should have been. So here again, I didn't, catch the whole, story or whatever. But in the fight, actually from the highlights from what I saw, he got his ass kicked.
Well, I don't know what was going on because at the end of the third round, he had his hands waved up like he was the victor. And I don't know what his people was telling him. I don't know if they were telling him that he was winning when he was clearly losing. But that's not good people. That's not good people to have around you if they actually giving you lies like that. Because
Yeah.
clearly you did not win. I mean, he was hitting you with haymakers after haymaker. You fell, you stumbled 3 times. So I don't know how nowhere you thought you had to leave. I don't know how nowhere
Yeah.
you thought you had to win. But I guess back to the drawing board for you. But Robert Whitaker is looking really nice. I
Yeah.
told you he feel like he got something to prove.
And
He
he
feel
definitely
like
doing that.
he
He's
feel like he got
definitely proving
something.
it.
He still got something in the tank left. That's definitely what he's trying to do. All right. Last but not least, pretty much the most important fight of the night because it was the last fight of the night.
The
Khabib
main
taking,
event.
yeah, the main event. Khabib taking on Justin Gaethje, and we both picked Khabib. This is the only fight that we both agreed on who was going to win, and we both got it right. Triangle chokehold in the second round for the win. And breaking news: this was his last fight because I believe back in August his father died, and his mother and she told him that she did not want to see him fight without his father, but he had to do this fight just for him. And it's gonna be that's a great fighter, man. That's gonna be gone from the UFC. Finished 29-0, won with the belt.
Salute to him.
Um, man, he finishing young, but you gotta respect his wishes. You gotta respect his mama wishes. I mean,
Yeah.
he pretty much this was the main reason why he even fought because he wanted to be with his daddy. He wanted to be with his father, and now his father has passed. His mama's wishes was not to fight without him, and that's exactly what he gonna do. He left out on top,
And a
and
tremendous career too.
yes, a very tremendous career, man. Pound for pound, one of the greatest fighters of all time. One of the greatest fighters of all time, easily. Hate that he got to go, but man, we just loved every single fight that he did fight. We did.
Yeah, man. I really can't even add too much to that. Just to say that we love you. We of course we'll miss you. But what we've seen over all these years has just been, like I said, tremendous. Like, we appreciate everything that you brought to the table, to the UFC community,
Hmm.
and you will truly be missed, but also appreciated amongst the
Yeah.
hearts of everybody that respects this sport.
Yes, you will. You definitely will, man. Um,
Salute.
Won't be another one like you. Won't be another one like you. So with that being said, you gotta go for the somebody gotta try to get their belt. Do you think Justin Gaethje deserve another shot since he actually is fighting and he lost to the person who actually returned?
Justin should retire as well.
Oh my goodness. He was
Yeah,
that bad.
it was bad, man. Like I said, I didn't see it live, so I don't know the real effect. Seeing it live is one thing, and then watching the highlights or something else. It's just
I
like,
I watched it live. I just gotta be honest. Khabib is a dog, man. Khabib is something serious, man.
yeah, yep.
Khabib will come at you quick. He'll come at you fast. He'll change your whole game plan. Like easily change your game plan. And
Yeah.
like I, I could understand why in the world Gaethje was struggling. I mean, he was doing pretty good in the first round. It's just that he got caught. He got Khabib grabbed him, and once he grabbed him, it was over with. The ref should have seen him tapping out. He was tapping out at first. Matter of fact, he tapped out twice, and then he
Twice, right?
passed out.
You're right.
Yeah, the ref should have seen that, man. The ref definitely should have seen that because it could have got worse. But yeah, I don't think he should retire though. Yeah, I mean, that's probably that's a whole nother level with Khabib. That's just a
Well, I
whole
mean,
nother level.
he is still relatively young and all that. I don't mean just like retire right now, but if you see you trending on a downward spiral, which is exactly what he's doing, especially in clutch performances,
Hmm.
you you probably should either request somebody a little lower right now.
Maybe he's not ready for the big stage. How about that?
Okay, or retire.
All right, that's it for the UFC. He just cold blooded with this man, man. Can't let this man make it. Cannot let this
No,
man make it. That is cold blooded.
he's is he making it?
I mean, not against Khabib, but Khabib is a whole different thing.
Okay,
Khabib, Israel, Adesanya, two whole different levels, man. They on a whole different level in their class. I mean, to be honest with you, they're in a whole different level compared to the people that are below them. Like it's just that big of a gap. It's that big of a gap. I would
but I
say,
mean, but but I mean, Adesanya is like the next man up, and
yeah,
He's not ready for that.
no. And
So
Bone Jones, I would say something about him, but he can't pass a fucking drug.
exactly,
So,
still,
yeah, still, yeah. But that's enough for UFC. We'll describe more of that later on. Um, we can move on to college football. College football, Big Ten showed up this past weekend, and we made some good picks. We picked,
congratulations on starting the season again.
I know, right? We
Right,
started the season,
end of October.
whatever,
We finally get to see some Big Ten football.
and people been waiting to see it. They got tired of this SEC sorry ass conference. Keep getting their ass kicked, racking up scores left and right for no apparent reason. Yeah, they got tired of that. So let's get started. Coastal Carolina versus Georgia Southern. We both picked Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina came through with the win. I said it
Yep.
was going to be over. Clearly, I was wrong because they won 28-14. If you do the math, that's 40 something. So I take the L
Not
on
the
that. Not don't know too much about Coastal Carolina and Georgia Southern. I just felt like it was going to be a good scoring game, but Georgia Southern couldn't do anything.
because they suck.
Yeah, I see that now. But usually, I mean, normally 25th ranked team, they they have they struggle with competition once they rank. But This one was not it. This one was definitely not it. Next one. Iowa State versus Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
We both picked Iowa State. Oklahoma State came through with the win. So we got a loss in that one. Also took a loss on the bet. I said over 51 and a half. No,
You
good
did.
defense. Good defense in that game. I got to be honest with you.
Great defense.
That was some good defense
Yeah.
in that game.
I, I didn't expect it, but it came through.
It did. It came through. And Oklahoma State, they pulled it off, man. They pulled it off.
They did.
They found a way to pull it off. Iowa State
Surprisingly.
got behind. They was down 10 in the fourth quarter, and they just couldn't come back. They could not come back.
It be like that with them kids, man.
Yeah, that's one thing about betting against the kids. I mean, betting on these kids. They can
Yep.
find a way to easily fail, and they did that. All right, next one is between Penn State taking on Indiana. Now, this game was wild. This was a wild game right here. We both went with Penn State.
Especially the finish.
Right. The finish was one of the wildest because, to be honest with you, I did not think that he crossed that ball across the plane before he went down for the touchdown. But they
The
gave it
ball
to
touched the
him.
ground.
Yeah,
The ball touched the ground.
but they gave it to him. Oh,
That was poor officiating.
yeah,
Very
that
poor.
was very poor.
I disagree wholeheartedly with the entire outcome of that game. Although I can't do nothing but accept the outcome. That's all I can do at this point in time. Do I feel like it was a bad call? Yes, definitely.
Hmm.
But at the end of the day, are they going to punish him? No.
Yeah.
He still has a job. He will be out there next Saturday, and things are going to go as planned.
Yeah. Penn State shouldn't have put them in that situation to begin with. They should have easily handled this game. I mean, they outpassed them. They outran them. They outdid everything except win. They did not win.
Very true.
That's the key thing. They did not win. And yeah, that's gonna suck. That's definitely gonna suck for Penn State. I also lost that one because I took Penn State with the points. Yeah. Indiana did look good. I'm gonna be honest with you. Indiana looked good, but Penn State should have won it.
Should have.
Should have. Speaking of win, we finally get a win because we picked Michigan. Michigan beat Minnesota bad. 49-24. I told you they were gonna cover. I got the cover. First win of my bet.
The spread was what, 3?
3.5. Yeah, that was shocked me. I was like, I don't know how in the world they are 3.5 against Minnesota. In which, not saying Minnesota is bad. I just thought that Michigan was good, and I mean, yeah, pretty much. Thought Michigan was good. Well, Michigan was good.
Okay.
Yeah, because they still can't beat us. They still ain't gonna be able to beat us. I'm sorry.
All right.
Matter of fact, Michigan do got Michigan State, if I'm not mistaken, this coming up week. So we should see about that. Even though Michigan State is trash. That rivalry.
And
that rivalry is pretty good.
As well.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah.
Let's see. Move on to the last one. Cincinnati versus SMU, Southern Methodist. We both picked Cincinnati. I picked the over in this one, and I lost.
Yeah.
By half a point.
Yeah.
By half a point. Cincinnati did win. They beat them 42-13. Dang, SMU. You didn't have a chance. And that should easily knock you off the rankings because you was ranked, what, 13th?
SMU?
Yep.
6. They was 16.
16.
I don't know. Yeah, they was 16. I don't know about now. Well, yeah, the poll came out.
They 22nd. They
They
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah,
Shit, that's a hell of a drop.
yeah.
That's a hell of a drop.
But it's a hell of an increase for the Ohio State. We're third, right behind you. You're right behind you after one game.
Yeah, which was pretty amazing. But the committee does what they want to do.
Oh,
There's
now,
that has nothing to
now
do.
you want to blame the committee. But when y'all was
I
ranked and
I
y'all had
I
an easy
always
schedule, you don't want to blame the committee. Oh,
I
that's what they
always
supposed to do.
Exactly. I
But
can't blame
now,
blame
them.
them for anything.
okay, but now you got a problem though.
I don't have a problem.
Oh, okay, as long as
It's
you don't have a
just
problem, that's all that
it's
matters.
just it's just what they do. I mean, like don't be mad at the committee. Be mad at the team for doing what they did, and then the
Um,
committee and then the committee has a choice to say whether or not you good enough or not.
okay, okay,
Let's not go back. Let's not go back.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. All right, that's enough for the college football. We can go on to the NFL. NFL had a good weekend this weekend. Some good games that came on. Um, some bad games, pretty bad games. But overall, it was a good weekend. Good weekend. Let's
It was
start
a good
off with
weekend for me.
yeah, it was a good weekend for you, I guess. Well, tonight will make a big difference. But anyway, let's start off with this first game. Detroit Lions against Atlanta Falcons. Reggie said he is picking the Falcons. He
The
just
Falcons.
he keeps picking the Falcons,
The Falcons.
and the Falcons keep letting them down. Cause guess what? They lost. They lost to the Detroit Lions, and it was heartbreaking yet again. Why the Falcons keep coming up with ways to lose?
I don't know. I'm just gonna blame it on the Georgia curse. I just believe that everything in Georgia will go bad. So if you're a betting man,
So they was up 16-14, right? No,
just
they was down 16-14, right? Yeah, they was down 16 to
Down.
14. And all they needed to do was kick a field goal to win the game. But no, Todd Gurley gets the first down. He ends up getting a touchdown accidentally and left how much time left? A minute and 4 seconds left on the clock
yep.
for the Detroit Lions to go and score the game winning touchdown to win the game.
And I blame the defense wholeheartedly, more so than the coaching in that one.
Or Gurley. You don't blame Gurley? Because you're supposed to
I
go
mean, it was
down, man.
it was Gurley's fault, but it probably was a communication error somewhere up in there. That's why I'm still gonna chalk it up to well, in that situation, coaching.
He said it's
But as
momentum.
far as it's no what now?
He said it was his momentum shifting him
Oh,
to his momentum shifted him to past the 1 yard line. And he tried to dive away from it, but the ball crossed the plate. Touchdown.
yeah, yeah. Um,
That's just bad, man. I
it's just
do
it's this is terrible.
I do agree that the defense should have been able to stop the Lions from going down the field to score because I don't think they
80,
had any
80
timeouts.
yards, 80 yards.
I don't think they had any timeouts.
I'm not sure about that,
I thought they
but
used all their timeouts.
but they marched 80 yards down the field to well, not 80, but they marched all the way down the field to field goal range to be able to
It was 75. Took 8
actually
plays.
win the game.
It
It was
took eight.
75.
Yep, took 8 plays.
Okay.
It took 8 plays.
Hmm.
Mm-mm-mm. It took a 13-yard pass, 22-yard pass, 29-yard pass. Nope, they didn't have no time because they kept on making passes and spiking the ball. And then he made
They
that
can't have
touchdown pass. Yeah, that can't happen in a game like that. But that's the reason why they the Falcons. So
Falcons.
With
You
that
keep saying
being
it wrong.
Falcons. All right. So with that being said, Lions lost, and I did. I mean, Lions won. I did pick the plus 2.5 for the Lions, and they
You did
did
it.
cover. Appreciate that. Next one, Titans and the Steelers. You picked the Steelers. I picked the Titans. Battle of the unbeaten. It was a interesting game. Not in the first half, but
Late.
definitely late in the second half. My father continuously called me every
Mm-hmm.
time that the Steelers scored. So we had
I'm
very
sure.
long conversations in the first half. Second half, yeah, yeah, he said he had to call me back, and
Mm.
that didn't happen until that
After
field goal that was missed by Steven Goskowski. He missed the game time field goal. Why he keep fucking up?
at this point in time, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get your chisel Adonis. Um, I would rather.
I would rather join the Proud Boys than to have you as my and say stand by, stand by, stand back and stand by than to have you as my kicker. Oh my goodness,
That's good. I
man,
salute that. I like that.
man. You don't put your motherfucking head down. God, man. Shit. That was bad, man. That was bad.
it, it it was. It was. It was. But I digress.
All right. You digress. All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of bad, it got even worse with this. Steelers are the last unbeaten, by the way. Congratulations to the Pittsburgh Steelers, last unbeaten team. Next week, they do face the Baltimore Ravens. So we should see if they can continue that unbeaten streak or not. Next, we have the New England Patriots took on the San Francisco 49ers. And Cam, I be damned if you ain't Cam. You were trash this past weekend. You didn't get over 100 yards passing. You threw 3 picks, and you got benched in the fourth quarter to Jared Stidham.
Oh, Stidham,
Old Stidham. You got benched the good old Stidham.
who
Man,
actually played, pretty decent, I guess.
he threw
Besides
a
that,
pick. He threw a pick.
I mean, what did Cam do?
Cam played 3 quarters and threw a pick per quarter. He came in the fourth quarter and threw a pick.
So we can obviously predict next gen stat say
That
that he probably would have did the same thing.
yeah, he probably would have threw his fourth pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he ain't been looking good since COVID. He really hasn't, and that's
Um.
not good.
Okay.
Cam, you got to keep your
Okay.
job. Just because you got that job, don't mean you secured. Because Bill Belichick can replace you. I'm telling you, he will put Stidham out there if he feel like Stidham has the better chance. He don't care. Okay, you gonna learn it, and you're gonna have to do better. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to do better, man. You think Cam will do better?
Um. Cam should do better. I believe that the little delay threw him off a little bit,
Okay.
but other than that, he's still just not being the quality Cam that we used to seeing in that 2 years that we saw him in Carolina.
Yeah.
'Cause outside of that, I don't really believe and or trust in him, and that's not just being hateful because I hate him anyway. But we've only honestly seen two quality good years out of him
Mm-hmm.
in the what 7 that he's been in the league. So I just feel like he's not one of those top tier guys. He's probably good in that offense because I I'm gonna keep going back to this. Josh McDaniels is a good OC, and I believe that you know their working together will ultimately be his Super Bowl ring, maybe. But as of right now, it's not looking good.
No, it's not.
Not
Definitely
at
not.
all.
Definitely
Who did
not looking good.
you pick to win that division?
I did pick the Patriots to win that division.
Okay,
Not out of it. Because if you can tell, the Bills barely beat the Jets
they did.
with not
They
one
did.
offensive touchdown the whole game.
Not one. Not one.
Straight field
Not
goals.
one. But
Six field goals.
wasn't it what 2 years ago, maybe three? The Eagles ended up beating the Falcons
Yep.
by what 5 field goals? They,
Mm-hmm.
and that was in the postseason. So
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see
So
how it turns out.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I mean, don't even count out the Dolphins, even though they got Tua. Tua gonna start next week against my Rams. But I mean, anyway, it's still out there. And it's still
It's
out there.
definitely still out there.
All right, let's move on to another big blowout. The Cowboys played the the Washington football team. I was just about to say the National Football League. But even if they
That's
played them, they still lose. Yeah.
I wouldn't care who they play.
This was
Cowboys gonna
bad.
lose.
This was bad. This was bad. They only kicked three field. I mean, they only made a field goal the whole game. Lost 25-3
Yep.
to the Washington football team.
Yep.
So they went all the way from Dallas
Not.
to the capital, to the state capital, just to kick a field goal.
Yep.
I picked the over in that game
And
and was clearly far away from that.
I picked the under, but yeah. The Cowboys suck.
Totally agree.
I don't know what they need to do as an organization, but first of all, Zeke should give some of that money back.
Damn.
Um, not all of it, just some of it.
Damn. That's fucked up. Now, you know who should be giving money back?
I see that. Who?
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah, I'll talk about that later on. Another person who should be giving money back. No, no, not another person, but back to Zeke. Zeke should definitely be giving a portion of his money back. Dude, you got 45 yards. Like that is terrible.
But he
How
looks like he don't want
how
to be out there, man.
oh he misses his buddy Dak.
Yes. It
Is
looks
that
like
it?
it.
Is that
Look,
it?
it looks like the
Is that
whole
it?
team missed that. So what I'm trying to say is you better pay this man when he come back. You gonna have to pay this man when he comes back. Unless you're taking for Trevor, in which you got four other teams taking for Trevor, but you got two wins, so you put yourself in a hole compared to these other teams like the Falcons, the Jets, the who else taking for
Neither
Trevor? Oh, the
ne-
Vikings.
neither one of those teams just need a quarterback. And who's to say that, your first pick is a quarterback? That's just, statistically speaking, what has happened over the past, years
Mhm.
is, if a team is failing that automatically go get a quarterback. That's that's not the case here.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys need defense. If we are to say that the Cowboys need anything, it's defense. They can't stop anybody from getting up the field on them.
That's
They
true.
need defense. They need the best linebacker that's available. They need the best safety that's available. They need everything on defense. That D line is fucking trash.
That's true. They
You can
need it.
run through that any day. I mean, anybody can run through that. If LaDainian Tomlinson came back today, he would be able to run through that Cowboys defense.
I believe OJ can get at least about 50 yards from that defense.
You know what? I agree with that. I agree with that. OJ
Juice,
Kern.
juice, juice, current juice, post, post jail
He
juice.
he could definitely get 50 yards on the Cowboys.
The juice that you get
Anybody
in jail from the toilet, that kind of juice. You can still get about
toilet
50.
wine.
Yeah, that toilet wine.
Toilet wine.
Yeah,
Yep.
you can still get that can get about 50. So I
That's
believe
terrible.
I believe it's three things that need to happen because if it doesn't, it should be they should be ashamed of themselves. Number one, they need to go. Stop doing that, man. Stop talking about blowing up the stadium. Number one, they need to go
I'm not gonna do it.
They need to go to. I ain't talking about you doing it. You want it done.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. All right. Number one, they need. Stop. They need. They need to go to New York and talk to the Giants offensive coordinator and tell them I'm sorry. Tell that man I'm sorry. Tell Jason Garrett I am sorry because it's not his fault. They blamed this man for years and years and years that it was his fault. And you see proof. They got Mike McCartney, in which they said was way better than Jason Garrett. And look where they at now. Look what they at now. But yeah, it was his fault.
Whoop the stadium.
They need to apologize to that man. Number two, as soon as Dak get healthy, an inch of health, they need to pay him. Not no franchise tag. They need to give him the money that he deserves. That
5
he
years,
feel like
5 year, 40 million.
per year. Yes.
Instead of what they offer him, which was 5 million less.
No. Because obviously you can't do shit without him. Because at least he was coming back on these games with your regular defense. Y'all can't even come back. Y'all can't even make comebacks. Number three, looks like Andy Dalton might not play this Sunday.
Concussion.
You are stuck with Ben DiNucci. This man sounds like a punter. Ben DiNucci. Ben DiNucci. Okay? Sounds like a punter. You are stuck with this man.
This guy was a painter last week. He was finishing up remodeled apartments in downtown Dallas.
I believe I seen this man a week ago deliver me pizza. He looked familiar. I could have sworn I tipped him $5 after he gave me my 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas and my cheese sticks. I can't remember. I believe his name was Ben. But anyway,
it was him, man.
If you're going to rely on him, I feel like you need to make one thing. You need to make one move. And this is my last time saying it. Because I'm just rooting for him. Need to go get Cap. Need to go get Cap. This will be the best way to end 2020. As bad as it has started, this will be the best way to end 2020. The main person who told him that his players are going to toe the line, hand across your heart when you look at that national, when you hear the national anthem. Same person, Jerry Jones, that said, toe the line, toe that line, like you in slavery or something. It's the same person that need to be like, you know what? I feel like we can come together as America's team by getting capped.
There is no American team.
Well, they feel like they still America's team. Second, oh my bad. All right, yeah, I feel like that needs to happen. Toe line, toe line. Go get capped. Just, just so y'all can at least feel better about yourself. Because to be honest with you, I don't got y'all beating any team in the division, and I believe y'all got the. Oh my goodness, Reggie. You know what? Sunday night, the Eagles versus the Cowboys.
Eagles Cowboys Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Safe to say that the Eagles win. Not sure if it'll be the same type of victory because who did you say the quarterback was?
Ben
Some
DiNucci.
janitor.
Ben
Some
DiNucci. Ben
oh, you
DiNucci.
say a pizza delivery guy.
Yeah, my pizza delivery guy. It was either that or he was helping. He was helping fix my Comcast because my internet went out for a little
Okay.
bit. Yeah, I believe he fixed my Comcast. I forgot all about it.
All right. So that's that guy.
Yeah, the
Uh,
Xfinity tech support Ben DiNucci. So yeah,
he's
those three things
he's
need to
playing.
happen.
He's playing. Okay.
Those three things need to
Um.
happen.
Yeah. So I'm a decline my 5 minutes of cowboy hatred tonight. It will be up on my page tomorrow. I have a meeting in the morning, but outside of that, it'll be up tomorrow.
Okay, okay, that's nice. That
So
is quite nice.
y'all can look forward to that. Y'all can
I
look forward to that.
I have no reason to spew some hate for the Cowboys because they just suffered enough. All right, so well, no, let me take that back. They haven't suffered enough, but I'm not going to give them any more suffering as of now. All right, let's move on to the Sunday night game. The Seahawks versus the Cardinals. I believe this was the best game of the weekend. The best game of the weekend. It was two
Yep.
quarterbacks going at it. Both of them under 6 foot tall, but both of them
Yep.
are very, very well equipped as quarterbacks. I told you about Kyler Murray. Very upcoming as a quarterback. In his second year, he's looking real good. Cardinals beat the Seahawks in overtime by 3. Did you see that coming?
I didn't. I did not see that coming at all. What I expected was a low scoring game. I felt that it would probably be like a 17-10 type of game. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like Russell Wilson would, put up that many points, but you know, I was wrong. So
Yeah, yeah. I was wrong too, but I did not think Kyler Murray was gonna have a good game like that. Um, Kyler Murray, he was a beast. He was a beast out there. That Seahawks defense is gonna be trouble. That's gonna be one of the reasons for them to lose their game because their defense is barely able to hold anybody to score. They're not the what they used to be, the Doom Day, something like that. When they had Cam Chancellor, they still got Bobby
Earl
Wagner,
Thomas.
Earl Thomas, and Richard Sherman, all
Yeah.
them. Yeah, they ain't that no more. They are definitely not that anymore. They giving up a lot of points. They are second in the most amount of points given up this season behind the Cowboys. That's how bad it is. And Russell Wilson had to play his best in order for them to win. And he did not play his best. He played real good, but he did throw the ball 3 times, 3 interceptions. And two of them was bad. Two of them was really bad. That last one was terrible. I don't know where he was looking for, but Isaiah Simmons was right there to grab it, and the rest is history because they went on to kick a game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
But that
I
damn
mean, you can't put yourself in a situation like that.
no, you can't.
That was definitely on Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was on Russell Wilson. So that's why they are 5-1, in which they're 5-1 now. And next week they got the 49ers, so we should see how that's gonna happen. What's gonna happen in that? Now, got that all out the way. Monday night game. Tonight's game. The game that just ended a few minutes ago between my Rams, that's why I got the shirt on, and the Chicago Bears. The Rams won 24-10. Reggie picked the Bears, lost. He betted me on this game with a shot.
Yep.
Taking that shot Friday.
I can take it now.
Okay, you can go and knock it out the park now. This game, I expected it to be low scoring. Bears got real good defense. Rams also got a pretty decent defense. And it showed tonight how good the defense is because they held the Bears to 10 points. And Nick Foles, he played terrible. He
played terrible.
Yes,
well, actually, it wasn't really him. It was the receivers.
It was the receiver.
He made some passable catches, but it was just the receivers that didn't end up with. It's a couple that you could say will argue that was a little behind or overthrown a little bit, but ultimately I can't blame this loss on him. Not on Nick Foles.
Yeah, I can't either. I mean, the offense in general was pretty bad.
This is my shot. We on live.
Yes, we are recorded, but you can say live.
There you go.
All right, he has taken a shot for my Rams winning. Congratulations to us. We are 5-2. 5-2.
Finally beat the team over 500. Yay!
Whatever.
Rams.
Whatever. You can hate all you want to.
I'm not hating. I'm stating the facts.
Oh, okay.
You finally beat a team that's over 500.
Okay. Well, we just play whoever we have to play in order to win. So.
With 2 losses.
Just like y'all.
Exactly. To teams that are over 500.
The Raiders are exactly 500.
Well, with that loss, yeah. But at the time that we played them, still over 500.
Okay. You want to count 1-0 over 500? Yeah, so be it. All right, so I said you want to count 1-0 as being over 500, so be it.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, okay.
It is.
Right. Okay, well, we have teams in our division that beat a team that was over 500 because they was 1-0.
Okay.
So as long as yours count, ours counts too.
Yes, it does.
All right. Last question of the night before we end the show. Baseball. We're ending on baseball. Tomorrow is game 6 between the Dodgers and the Rays. Dodgers are up 3-2. Will the Dodgers finish off the Rays tomorrow, or will there be a game seven?
Um, that's kind of a toss up for me because they could lose it just to force one. But I got the Dodgers.
You got them winning.
Yeah, I got them winning. I picked them, overall anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, to me, they should close it out. I'm not sure why is this close at this point in time, unless it's just like network and branding, I guess, to kind of
I,
like drag it out.
yeah, you could say that. But if the
Rightfully,
Dodgers,
rightfully, Dodgers should win this series. I feel
yeah,
like they better.
they definitely should. If they don't win tomorrow, Rays will win in game seven. That's what I'm saying.
That's your prediction.
Yeah, I picked the Rays in seven. I said if the Dodgers don't win tomorrow, the Rays win, they win in back to back, and they will win it out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stick to my pick, and I'm gonna go with the Rays winning game six and winning game seven. But the Dodgers should win it.
Gotcha.
Dodgers definitely win this.
Dodgers should win.
All right. That is pretty much it. We are done. We finna get into week 8. So we about what? Finna be a halfway through the season.
Almost. We're almost there.
We get to go back to our picks from mid-season, check and see how we did, check and see what adjustments that was made, check and see if we want to change our picks. We'll do that on Wednesday and go from there. Got anything else going on?
Tomorrow gonna be a really busy day for me. Thinking out loud, coming back. Been kind of slacking on that because of my new position and time consumption and all
Mm-hmm.
that. But that'll be coming back to finish up the season on that as well. It should be really strong, a really strong finish for that. My Cowboys episode 1 and 2. I'm gonna try to
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and upload those tomorrow.
Okay.
So be on the lookout for that. It'll be under the hashtag capital SRS. So if you're looking for it, it'll be under that. Not to mention, when I post it, the link to YouTube will be on there as well. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah, just look forward for that. Also, my wife is working on the female podcast. I finna say all girls, but it's not gonna just like be all girls. Like
Right.
we'll, yeah. So
We'll show up sometime.
yeah,
Things of that
yeah,
nature.
we'll show up to ruin their show. You know how we do.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, that's all I pretty much got working on as of right now. But yeah, like I said, my new position is kind of limiting me on you know stuff to be able to produce, but still trying hard to give y'all this quality entertainment.
Of course, of course. Well, I have a lot of skits that's coming up. Dreams or reality should be out this week. Also, I got
Look at that.
I got some jinxes. My top 10 jinxes on my team. One of them almost happened today, but I'll let y'all know more about that because that's coming out next month. Next month, also my game show, True for Dab, that will be appearing next month. So be looking forward to that. I will give my reaction to tonight's game between the Rams and the Bears. It's a lot of celebration, things of that nature. Also, I can't remember if I'm able to actually see. Y'all need to let me know in the comments if y'all able to see my reaction to that football game because it was blocked by copyright, and I'm not sure if y'all are able to see it. If y'all unable to see it, let me know. I will remove the actual game footage and just show me doing reactions. If y'all familiar with Scooter Scooter McGregor, if y'all familiar with him, he does the Cowboys reaction, things of that nature. I might do something similar to that, but I'm not too much copying that. It's gonna be
Scooter,
something similar.
Scooter funny, man.
Yeah, he is funny,
He
and
funny.
the way with the Cowboys is ridiculous. It's
I like it.
ridiculous. So I'm
I
gonna be
like it.
doing something similar, but it's not copied. Trust me, definitely not
Mine,
copied.
mine is completely different.
So be looking
So
forward to
yeah,
that also. Um,
yeah.
besides that, I got nothing else going on. Oh yeah, sports news. Every day I would do a video on sports news and my opinions on it. So that's to be able to give you content on a daily basis. So I will be starting to do that. Tomorrow, I don't know what's going on, but the freshest thing that pops up, I will do content on it. So be looking forward to that too. Besides that, that's pretty much it. Be ready to see y'all on Wednesday with another episode of the So Real Sports Podcast. See y'all then.
Peace and love.